If you overshare with people right away and still feel disconnected, this might be why. Oversharing is often a trauma response. When you've grown up in chaos or felt unseen, you might rush to tell your life story, hoping that if someone really knew you, they'd finally stay. But what you're actually doing is bypassing emotional safety. You're pretty much handing over intimacy without first building trust. True connection isn't about disclosure, it's about feeling safe enough not to perform. Oversharing can feel like vulnerability, but it's really not. Vulnerability involves choice. Oversharing is often automatic, like your nervous system trying to say, here's everything about me, please don't leave. It's usually driven by hypervigilance and not trust. And ironically, it can push people away, reinforcing the belief that you're too much. Real vulnerability starts when you feel safe enough to share intentionally, not compulsively. There's a trauma response that looks like talking too much. It's not just fight, flight, or freeze. It's actually called fawning, and sometimes fawning shows up as oversharing, dumping your story to keep someone close, to avoid conflict, to prove your worth. You're not broken, your nervous system just learned that silence felt unsafe. Oversharing wasn't the problem, it was a survival skill, and that's one that you can unlearn. Psychosis isn't always schizophrenia. Trauma can cause it too. Things like flashbacks, hallucinations, delusions, they can all happen after trauma, especially chronic or childhood trauma. Your brain's job is to protect you. When it's overwhelmed, it can break from reality as a defense. That's trauma-induced psychosis. It's not just in your head, it's your brain trying to survive the unspeakable. Ever felt so numb that you question what's real? That's not uncommon in trauma-induced psychosis. Trauma can disrupt your sense of time, space, and even identity. When dissociation gets extreme, it can blur into psychotic symptoms. Things like hearing voices or believing things aren't grounded in reality. This doesn't mean you're crazy. It means you need help processing what your brain had to survive. If your reality starts feeling unstable, reach out. You're not alone in this. Can PTSD cause psychosis? The answer is yes. Studies show that people with PTSD, especially complex PTSD, are at a higher risk of psychotic symptoms. And why is that? Chronic trauma wires the brain for hyperarousal and mistrust. And when you add in dissociation and unprocessed fear, reality itself can start to fracture. It's not a flaw, it's a brain in survival mode way too long. Healing is possible, but it starts with recognizing that connection. Let's define an emotional flashback, because many people have them and don't realize it. An emotional flashback is when you get hijacked by a feeling, something like terror, abandonment, worthlessness, that doesn't match your current reality. It's your brain kind of activating old trauma. You're not reacting to the moment, you're reacting to the past flooding into the now. When you name it, you can start to calm it. If your emotional reaction feels way bigger than the situation, it might be an emotional flashback. Unlike visual flashbacks, emotional flashbacks don't have pictures. They just feel like you're drowning in shame, fear, or rage, suddenly and without reason. They're common in complex trauma. Your body is reliving an old emotional state, even if your mind can't place the memory. You're not too sensitive. It's your nervous system that's reacting to things you've tried to forget. Here's how you know you're having an emotional flashback. Your feelings are intense, and your thoughts are all or nothing. You might suddenly feel like a failure, like everyone secretly hates you, like you'll be abandoned. That intensity isn't just being dramatic. It's your trauma brain taking over, no longer seeing the present, just the threat it remembers. Grounding can really help. Try naming 5 things around you. It can really bring your brain back to the now.